We are, we are now live on Facebook and in Zoom, and this is the Seniors Network for October 12th, 2021. Heather, the floor is yours.
Hi, welcome everybody. My name is Heather Brooks, and I just want to welcome you guys all to the Seniors Network group. We are here empowering and educating the 55 plus markets, the most misunderstood market. As we know, 10,000 people a day are turning 65, and that market is untapped. It's something that not a lot of real estate agents are focusing on. And so in our network, we like to focus on that, and we like to bring people into our network to help us and empower us and educate us in that market so we can hit the ground running with the tools that they're giving us. And today I have invited Sheila. Sheila has done a number of classes for us. She has some amazing classes. You can find her on YouTube. She's got her own information that she'll give us at the end. But the bottom line is marketing, and not just marketing, but it's everything else that goes along with it in the 55 plus markets. But one of the things that we find as the older clients that we have, they have a hard time navigating paperwork, the sale, the buying process, all of it. And it's kind of hard right now with COVID going on. So Sheila came to us and said, what about educational videos? I've been doing educational videos and they're really working. And we lit up and said, of course, we've never done anything. And how do you do that? So she's going to teach us how to do an educational video for a client, how to go through an entire process, kind of the meat of the process, should I say, that's going to give them what they need, and then they can ask questions afterwards. But I'm going to let Sheila take the floor, and she's going to share her screen. If you have questions, you can drop them in the chat box. And if you could keep your mics on mute, that would be great, so we can get everything that we need. If you have any questions at the end, we do have a question and answer that you're more than welcome to say, but we will be monitoring. On behalf of myself, Donald Maycott, Eve Hill, Laura, I believe she's on here, and Debbie Gentry, we welcome you to the Seniors Network. Sheila, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, Sheila Cohoon here. I am in southeastern Lower Michigan. I have been an agent for over 2 years now. And before I became a real estate agent, I basically lived my life as a technology specialist. And you probably have never heard of a technology specialist. It's a term that I made up because it was easier to say than, okay, I did software design, I did administration, I did IT, like I all these variety of skills that I have. And they all reference technology. So by the glory of God, I was able to get a talent of just understanding the software and the breakdown of software and learning it and things like that. So when I became a real estate agent, I wanted to really, I saw a need for a teacher to teach real estate agents how to use software to help grow their business. And so ever since I started with EXP, I've done a class every week to help agents grow their business by using any variety of different softwares, from enhancing their website to creating video to using Canva to do social media marketing and things like that. So tonight we're going to focus on sharing video to your either your CRM or your sphere of influence or things like that, relative to just different things. Heather and I had talked about doing it in reference to like explaining the forms, but I wanted to show you how you can just use it to keep in front of people, right? That's the idea of doing videos. Sometimes it's like, okay, how can I utilize this? What can I do with that? And part of it is, putting it up on YouTube, but making a person-to-person video is so very important in today's world, because it's I mean, as you know, we're sitting here on Zoom, everybody's Zooming, right? Everybody's like virtual all the time. So that's how we are quickly getting in front of more people, is by doing video to them. They can see us, they can see our face, our expression, our words. And the more that we show them value and don't ask for their business, the more they're going to trust us in the end to help them when they're ready to do something. So I'm just going to go over a few different ways that you can do video sharing, or screen sharing, I should say. And there's some different softwares that you can use. Feel free to ask questions, and Heather, go ahead and chime in if they ask, and I'll get those answered when that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Share. Make sure I'm the right one. All right, so everybody should see my screen right now. So the different softwares that you can use to do screen recording or screen sharing is obviously the one that we're using right now, which is Zoom, right? Zoom has free accounts, and those free accounts are 40 minutes long. So they're great if you want to do something with a potential client, or if you just want to do a screen record for a potential client or somebody in your CRM or things like that. It's free, and you're not going to do a video over 40 minutes. So it's perfect. The other one is Canva. You can go into Canva and do a screen record in Canva. It's a little bit more cumbersome, and it's one that I would not suggest, even though I love Canva. And this is why, because you would have to bring the things that you want inside of here to be able to present them. Okay, so let's say if I had a one of these forms, okay, I would have to basically screenshot these forms and then bring the form over in here and paste it in here. To me, that's just not efficient. Okay, but if you had something that you wanted to do, like just one, like let's say you did something with RPR and you wanted to show them a value, we're just going to do something really quick so I can show you. So if I wanted to have somebody's home and show them a value of their home, okay, I could snip this, okay, with my snipping tool, and then I would copy it, and then I would throw it into Canva, okay, and then I can do a presentation that way, okay. Again, I don't feel it's user friendly. I feel Zoom is your best option. The other one that I do suggest, and this is for people that are going to do video or video editing, putting videos together, if you're going to take that direction, this is the one that I suggest to do that for. Because you have the ability to screen record, and you can screen record yourself, and just like you can in Zoom, and the screen. But then you can go a step further and add in maybe your business card at the end, maybe add in a few pictures, things like that. So you can kind of enhance it a little bit. So this is the one that I use. I don't usually use Zoom unless I'm working with a client and we do a Zoom call. This is the one that I'll use to record what I'm trying to show them, and then I'll send it to them. And it's super user friendly too. Any questions?
What's the cost on this?
This one, I forget how much I paid. I want to say it was like either 17 or 24 per month. I can't remember.
Does that compress good?
Yes, it does.
So how much, if you did a 10-minute video, do you know how big it would be? Do you have one?
Well, I don't have one, but it would probably render pretty big. but
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have to download it to your computer. You can download it right to YouTube.
Oh, okay. Do it that way. Okay.
Yep.
Well, why don't you use YouTube then for that? Have you thought about using YouTube for it?
For screen recording.
Yeah.
I don't know that YouTube has the capability
I don't
to,
know enough about it. That's why I was asking those.
yeah, YouTube doesn't have the capability to screen record. You have to have like a streaming, like a Zoom or WeVideo. A lot of the like Karen Carr and Ricky Caruth, they use StreamYard. So you can use StreamYard too, but I don't know that StreamYard
I forgot about that.
does editing. And again, that's just me. If you're not into editing video or adding anything at the end or doing anything like that, Zoom is the way to go. It's free and it'll get the job done that you need it to do. Okay. Any other questions? All right. So what I would like to show you right now is how you can share a video, or what you can share a video of. Okay. So right now I have my forms up on my screen. So what I'm going to do is I would have these forms already filled out. I'm just going to put in just a ridiculous address. Okay. And then I'm going to fill out the bottom portion of it. Okay. So when I send them this form in Zoom, what I would do is I would set it to record like Donald did when we started this whole Zoom session. You heard it say, you know, recording in progress. So you'll select the setting to record to your computer or record to the cloud. I suggest record to your computer. And then what you'll do is you'll basically go through the form, and I would have your picture up in the top left or top right hand corner. So how everybody can see everybody right now in their picture, you would do the same on the screen that you're recording. So basically, if I move and I don't know that you guys can see it, but if I move my people down here next to my form, then they should be able to see me in the screen. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll just basically go through each of the forms and explain to them what the form is about. So I would explain to them that this is an affiliated business form and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And then I would show them this is where you're going to sign for this particular form. So you'll just click here and it'll ask you to pick a signature, and then you will click that, and then this form is done. Okay, so that's it for doing a video recording of a form. You could also video record, and I've done this for my new clients, is when you set somebody up on a search for homes, okay? They may not know what they need to do or the options that they have when they go into the email for the search, okay? So what I do is I will set them up on a search. And I'm just going to go in here. I might have to email this to myself. Actually, let me see if I can do that. I didn't have that one up. Let's see if I have one. I don't have one up. Let me see, Adrian. No, I don't have one. Let me go into it here. So I'll get an email. I'm going in a different way, but basically you'll get an email that what I do is I set up the search, I put them on the email, and I put me on the email as well. And when I get that email, I go through that email, I open up the attachment. And so I'll do a screen record and I'll say, okay, hi, I'm Sheila Cohoon. I just wanted to take a moment and show you how to go through this search and what options you have to favorite, to disregard, and things like that. So I'll explain to them what options they have, because when they go into it, they don't necessarily know what we can see and what they can do in their search process. Okay. And so then I will just do something like this, like we're doing right now, and I'll just go through this and I'll explain, you can do this and you can do that. And then I'll end the video. And usually, like I said, when I edit mine, I throw a business card at the end. Or what you can do is just say, hey, and if you have any questions, please give me a call, you know, or a good thing to do at the end is do a call to action and say, you know, a question. So have you gotten your pre-approval done? Or do you have any questions? Or, you know, something that's going to get them to respond to you possibly. Okay. Any questions? Nothing?
So you've done some of these already and sent them out. Again, I go back to the size. I'm afraid.
Yeah, so let me look. I know I put them on my YouTube channel because
We went and did a family reunion on here, a family reunion meeting, and it was an hour. And man, it took forever to I forgot how many gigabytes it was when we finished. It was huge.
oh yeah, yeah. But I would just, like I said, if you're gonna
I like
well,
this idea, though. This is really good to set
it,
someone up on a search that hasn't done it, or somebody that's technically challenged.
yeah.
It's a real
Well,
good idea.
I put and so this is the second part to this. When you do record it on a Zoom, you can upload it to YouTube. Okay, and this is another way to get people to your YouTube channel. So a little
Oh,
bit
cool. Yeah, I would.
tip right there.
We'll take Zoom to YouTube.
Yeah, so you would take the file and you would upload it into YouTube. So you come in here and you click on create, you upload video, and yeah.
Yeah,
But
like that.
what I do is see how these say unlisted here. Okay. There's 3 settings in YouTube. There's private, there's unlisted, and there's public. When it's public, everybody can see it. When it's unlisted, only people that have the link can see the video. And anything that's private, you have to assign that person to be able to see it. So what I do is I make it unlisted and I send them the link to the video. And if you notice here on one view, I can see that they looked at the video. Okay, so I utilize this. I got rid of my BombBomb account. Now I actually utilize this over BombBomb. I create a thumbnail for the video, and that's right here, and it's specific to each person. So hi Sebastian, hi James, and then it just says on it what to do. So over here it'll just tell them what to do in here. This video is a quick tutorial, especially for you regarding the email I sent you. Okay, it just has my information in it, and then what I can do then when they play it, which I'm going to do. You'll see how it plays. Oops. And of course we have commercials. That's not it. I'm just trying to get to the next part of it. There we go.
Are you able to put the volume on so we can hear it?
For homes based on the criteria that we talked about.
I'm sorry that this email is delayed to you.
Hear it?
We getting back into the swing of things from our
Yes.
vacation. Anyways, this is the tutorial. You're gonna get an email that comes in. It says home search, I believe is what the subject line will say. It will look like this, and it'll have my information at the bottom. And then all you have to do is click on view all listings, and you'll be able to see the map of the area, and then the results of that, based on the criteria that you gave me, which was under 350,000, plus 3 bedrooms, more than 1.5 acres. And the area that I created it in was from like Fenton Township down to. And so you get the idea, right? That you get the idea of what I was doing there. And that
Great.
fading in and out of myself, that's through the WeVideo. And that's why I said I use that to just kind of fade myself in and out of the video, just to kind of show my face again and then come out. But when you're doing a Zoom, it'll just stay on there the whole time. Any questions right there with that?
No questions, but that was
Pretty good. Like that.
Roger.
So Sheila, how long does a video like this typically take you to do?
This video did not take me very long, maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes, not very long. So, and you could do this, it doesn't even have to be a search. It could be just introduction, right? You can do an introduction video and throw it up on YouTube and send them the link. It doesn't have to be through BombBomb. You can do an introduction video just by, holding down the camera record and sending them a video. So I just like doing it through YouTube as a way to see if they opened it. So.
Dan Martinez wants to know, how did you do the banner like that?
This banner?
Is that through your?
That's through the MLS.
Dan, did you?
Or are you talking about my YouTube banner?
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to find my mic. Yeah, the banner at the top of your YouTube. I've done YouTube videos, but I've not put a banner up there like that. Like it has all your information on it.
Yeah.
That's
I highly
sharp.
suggest doing a banner like this. I can put my Canva template in the chat, and so you can utilize that, or we can go through it at the end of this, and I can show you how to utilize that Canva template.
That'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah.
So I also have Amy Roberts ask, what are the difference in this and BombBomb? So
BombBomb, you can set up a thumbnail like quickly with BombBomb. So that's what their software is used for, right? It's very user friendly in that you can take a picture and that could be your thumbnail, and you do your video and then you send it on its way. I like using this because it's 1, free, and 2, I'm already utilizing the software for so many other things that I don't want to have this software and that software and that software and that one. You know what I mean? Like I want to try to use as least amount of software as possible to accomplish what I need it to do. Does that make sense? Okay. The software that I use for my business are Canva, WeVideo, and YouTube. That's it. That's what I use for my business. Canva I use for everything. I mean, like you can create thumbnails, banners, you can create business cards, animated logos. You name it. The sky is the limit with Canva.
So I'm gonna chime in that when we had Sheila do a class on Canva way at the beginning, and I got hooked, and then I ended up getting the pro version. So my business partner Eve and I do a lot in Canva, and so every single meme or whatever that you guys see from us, giving you information about these masterminds is done in Canva. It's awesome. I love Canva. I do.
And they've
everything.
enhanced it they've enhanced it a lot since even the first time that you guys did it.
Yes, so we are big Canva users. Yes, free, but if you ever, we're going to do another Canva video series. So to help people Canva, but it's something that, thank you, Sheila, for teaching us, because I got hooked, and the fact that it's free is amazing. There's a lot you can use on Canva, and if you haven't used it, go in and try Canva. Okay,
I
Sheila,
highly
you got
suggest
it.
I highly suggest the Canva paid subscription. It's $120 a year. It's well worth the price. I mean, really, it really is well worth the price. For $120 a year, you can do so many things with it. I was trying to find my
Every marketing flyer, every video, every Instagram post, any post that you can think on social media, they can do out of Canva and automatically upload it to that page. You can create from a blank canvas anything you want. And if you see, they've got a ton of stuff that you can download. It's very easy. It's like literally point, click, and done.
It really is. I mean, a very user-friendly software. Like I said, it has had a lot of updated enhancement to it. Video being one of those enhancements. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get to my YouTube channel. I wanted to show you the different videos I've done for software skills for agents, but of course I can't get to it right now. So, but anyways, yes, Canva is really where to start to help grow your business. You can do everything there. Just start it. Come to my classes. Go to Software Skills for Agents YouTube channel. There's some tutorials on there. I'm going to be putting more up there. But yeah, it really will take your business to the next level. And I mean, I even think they have a Facebook group, Canva for real estate agents or something like that. So, so the other thing,
TikTok one that,
yeah. Well, when you go into Canva, I'll just go into Canva right now. So when you go into Canva, when you start up a new design, you're going to come in here and you're going to start creating, and you can type in Facebook, you can type in LinkedIn, you can type in Instagram, and it already has the template canvas for you. It's sized appropriately and everything, and then it gives you suggestions. So like I said, it really is very user friendly, very intuitive, and you'll, like Heather, you'll get hooked. So I'm just gonna, since I'm in here, I'll go down to my YouTube templates, and right here, channel art. I think it's up here. This one. Yeah, it's this one. So I'm gonna share this template. This is template, copy link. I'm gonna throw this in the chat. Gotta find the little chat bar. I'll throw this in the chat. But what I wanted to show you is when, the biggest mistake that people may make when they're doing a banner for their YouTube channel is they think they have to take up this whole thing. Okay. This right here is for if somebody's viewing somebody's channel on a television. If you look up here in the top left, it says TV. Okay. This section right here is the one you're going to focus on the most. This is a desktop version, which if we go back over to my YouTube channel, this is what you see here. Okay, that's the desktop version. If I brought this up on my phone, then you would see right here, from this point over to this point. Okay. And then tablets are right here. So that's why this is a good template for you to use. And I'll be honest, this came from Karen Carr for YouTube for Agents. And so I always share this because it's really the simplest way to do your banner for YouTube. Any questions, right? Any questions about that? Just pop it in the chat.
When are your classes?
Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do have a group called Software Skills for Agents on Facebook, as well as Workplace. Unfortunately, I'll be leaving Workplace in the not so distant future, or in the distant future. So just find me on Facebook, or you can email me.
Okay, and then Eve said videos, but except for labels, because she doesn't know how to, even I don't know how to put labels on a video. So if we are videotaping ourselves educationally, we want to put a little label above our head, like important, like this is really an important piece of information that they kind of need to, you know.
So you're talking about in Canva?
Mm-hmm. On a video, because videos can go in.
I don't know why my video shut off. In Canva, you and I had talked about that earlier, and I said I was going to show you. So, the one way to do something like that would be to have multiple slides. So, I'm gonna do this. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna get my setup the way it was.
All right, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I just wanted to get my everything hooked up again. So let's go back into Canva. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a slideshow, essentially, right? Video is a slideshow. So what you would do is you would add this in. Let's say this is a video of you talking. I know it's a static image, but just have an imagination. And let's say this is the same video, okay? What you can do is you would set this video on the first page to go like 1 through 3 seconds or 1 through 5 seconds talking about something, okay? On the second page, you would have it talking from 5 seconds to 10 seconds or whatever the next segment is, okay? Do you understand? Like, you have to think about it differently in Canva, and that's the only drawback on why I wouldn't use Canva for video. But that's how you would do it, is you would put your labels in here. So let's say this is the video that you wanted, and let's say you wanted to put something in there like, wow, you know, that came in like this, okay, and you had over here on the side, okay, but then on this one you want it to be like, you know, a different wow, you know, and let's say like your video was down here of you talking or something like that. So then when it would play, actually I have this set up as presentation, and it should be, I have this as a presentation, not a video. Excuse me. It's the same thing. I got to just go back to video. Go in video. All right. So again, doing the, let's just drop in some things. See if I have some videos of myself talking. So I do have my video. So we'll go like that, and it'll just be me talking. And then let's say I want to put a photo in there as my, you know, words that come up.
So as you guys are watching her, this is how easy this thing is to do. And
Yeah.
I don't like things that are complicated, but this is really easy.
Yeah, as much as you think like, wow, Sheila, that looks pretty easy. That's how easy it is. I'm not making it look easy. It is easy. So, and then if I do, let's do a different graphic. Let's do
So the
element.
reason why, and I'm going to let her talk this out as she's showing you guys, the reason why I'm asking her this is because I think it would be great if us agents did a video of ourselves in which we did for our LinkedIn a couple weeks ago. If you're able to do a video of yourself and have either captions or some sort of text box next to you, you're able to catch somebody that may not be able to catch what you're saying, or they're able to catch a certain something. And if you can bullet point stuff in that text box on the side, or you can put a caption, people will pay attention at that moment. I know myself that when I see something, even though I'm listening to somebody, if I can also read it on the side, it kind of helps a little bit better. So I think with videos, if you can pop stuff into a video, it would be nice, especially as you get older. It's hard for us to see or hear things. So if you can have both on a video where you can see it and hear it, it might be easier for people to understand it. And they have it in both ways. It's just a thought.
Yes, and in Canva, if you wanted to modify it, like I said, if you wanted to take it from like 1 to 3 seconds, you would do this. And then in the next video, you would just, you would take it and make it from, 3 seconds to 10 seconds or something like that. So then all you would do is start playing, and I'm gonna shut down the volume because I don't want it to talk. And shut down this volume because I don't want to hear it. Oh, I'll just let it play.
Sheila, could you not just upload the video that you're working with and then add these features to that existing video?
You can, however, like Heather was talking, you can't. So if you put the video on one slide, you can't add in, like I couldn't have this wow come in and then these other two come in after that on that same slide.
So it's you can't fade in and out on a slide is what you're saying.
You can fade in and out from slide to slide. You cannot fade in and out on one slide.
On one slide. But if you're using
Eve's shaking her head. Yes, I get it now, man. That makes sense.
But in WeVideo, can you do that?
Yes, you can. You can fade in and out in WeVideo. So I can show you some projects. I think I have some.
So
here.
that's the big difference between Canva and WeVideo. WeVideo being more of a production type video software package, where
Correct.
Canva is more of a stagnant one page at a time kind of thing.
Correct. You could do the same thing in Canva. Canva necessarily isn't made for that. But you can do it. It just is going to be slide to slide to slide. Okay. Versus here, I should say it's not slide to slide. It's clip to clip to clip. Okay. So when you are doing video editing, it's clip to clip to clip. However, when you are in a video editing software, you also have these tracks. So I have track 1, I have track 2, I can add in another track. And so I can build upon all of these things. In Canva, you have to, you do it by clip to clip to clip, and you only can do it on that clip. Okay. So my suggestion overall would be if you're going to enhance your videos down the line, first and foremost, just start doing videos. Don't worry about like, oh, should I do video or should I just do video using Zoom? Like, period. Just get used to being on the camera, talking to the camera, and being that value to them, showing them how to do things. Let them see your face, let them hear your voice, and just give them that value of explaining everything. And you know, the road that started this was last week. You know, we're in this virtual world and we keep sending people forms to sign. We're not sitting with them and going through the forms anymore. We're just saying, here, sign this form. When we should really be sitting with them on a Zoom call and explaining to them exactly what the form is about. That is what we should really be doing, because that's what we did in person, right? Just because we've gotten into this virtual world doesn't escape our legality for the forms, right? Explaining to our clients what those forms are and going through them is really important. At least in my book, it is. So, so that's why I do it. But
And
I would just
Sheila,
start off with Zoom.
I appreciate you saying that, because I agree. It's something that all of us, first of all, none of us know how to do, because this is new to all of us. But secondly, it's how do you do it? What's the most important information? What information do you need to hit home with? And what information can you just kind of skip over when you're going through all these forms? It's pretty heavy for people. It's very overwhelming, especially when you're getting older. And you know, everything starts to sound like the same and mesh into it.
Yes. Yeah. It really, I find, I mean, everybody's looking at videos now, right? How to do this, how to do that. I don't like reading. It's too time consuming. I just want somebody to show me a video so I could skip to the good parts and skip to the parts that I need, right? So video is going to just be the thing. And YouTube, I mean, YouTube has people uploading and watching videos, like millions and millions of uploads and millions of people watching. And I think even Heather could probably pull the stats on it, but the amount of older people using YouTube is probably even more now. So the last thing I did want to show you is the ability to show them like a home value that'll help you stand out in today's market. So anybody can send a home value, right? Anybody, like you could send a link, hey, get your home value here. What I'd like to do is I'd like to go to RPR, and yeah, is RPR accurate? Maybe not, but it still gives them a value. It's not so much about necessarily the value that is going to be seen on here. It's the value that you're giving them. It's being in front of them. It's showing them your face. But I go through this RPR and I just explain to them, hey, look at your current RVM, and this is what an RVM is. And just so you know, these are the off-market homes that they use to figure out the price of what your home could potentially sell for in today's market. But I like to show everybody this RVM range, which is anywhere from 240 to 293. So I hope it was a great value today and blah, blah, blah. And I, go into my spiel. But then I will, go a step further and I'll explain to them, hey, I can show you what you will net when you sell your home. If you're interested in that information, contact me back and I'll be happy to go through a video with you on that information. And so that's a good call to action, and it gives more value than other agents are doing. So, and you could do that with nearly anybody in your CRM that is a seller. You could also do an ad maybe on Facebook or something like that where you give that, right? Where you give that value. So any questions?
No questions, but I just put some really great statistics in there about YouTube.
Oh, good.
So if you're not in YouTube for that market of 55 older, let's just say 67, or even 56 and older, you should be, because those statistics are hitting our market and our demographics.
Definitely. You know, the way I look at my business, I look at it from a client's perspective all the time. I think, what are they doing? Where are they looking? Where am I looking? When I'm looking for something, where do I go? I go to Google or I go to YouTube. So where do I want to be? That's where I want to be. I want to be on Google. I want to be on YouTube. So that's what I do in my business to make sure that I'm in the places that all the other people are looking for. So that's pretty much all I do for video, but I hope that you saw how you could utilize video in your business to just enhance yourself and to help you stand out in today's market with all these agents doing all these different things. And honestly, I heard a statistic in Jerome's class last week or the week before that there's only, I think, 20% of the agents that are using video. So get on it now. Like get to be those people that are actually doing video in your market.
So I actually posted that statistic and Jerome was like, are you kidding me? But yes, I'm a big statistics person. As most of you guys see, weekly I'm posting statistics on things. And I truly believe in statistics. And here's why. Even I have just started doing marketing with Instagram, Facebook, all these places in the 55 plus market. And exactly the statistics we are seeing, YouTube, Instagram, in our age demographics is huge. We're getting 200 plus views on videos in Instagram, not as much as in Facebook. So it's kind of interesting to be able to see. We get more actually on some other, on some other sites than we would on other things. And so it's kind of fun to see those statistics of who's actually looking at our videos as well and the insights. But you're right, that statistic of real estate agents actually doing that, very low, very, very, very low, which is why I appreciate you coming and teaching us so we can empower and educate other agents to be able to go out and do the same thing. I can tell you that Eve and I are going to be talking after this and we're going to come up with some videos.
Hi, Sheila.
Yes.
Hi, this is Letty. Thank you so much for showing us that. That is
Yes.
great. I know that we are going to have to start, doing videos, whether we even if we like it or not. But do we have any other kind of marketing? And you probably did this in your previous classes or videos. Any other kind, like letters to send to the seniors?
I don't have any letters to send to seniors that I send through email, but maybe somebody else in the.
We have done other things. Donald, why don't you chime in and talk about that? Of things that we've done in the past.
We're actually talking about perhaps, working on a templated seniors newsletter that people will be able to use. So it's something we're definitely interested in doing. In fact, there was just a little while ago discussions about newsletters for seniors. So we're looking at what the interest might be in newsletters, because there are people who are diehard dedicated newsletter folks, and there are people who won't even touch it. Because they have to be customized, right? They have to be customized to your area and what the senior market is in your area. So, are people interested in taking Canva as an example? And now we provide the template. Now you need to customize it for your audience. We can provide a basic template with some topics, but again, are people going to use it? And that's our question at the moment is, if we develop a template, will people actually use it? So there'll be a poll coming out asking that question.
Yes, I think that for some of us will be probably easier to just send them a letter. And that's what their seniors most get. Some seniors, they don't get videos or YouTube, but they do get the letters or postcards.
Lady, I'm gonna check into the SRES website. I'm a certified senior agent, so let me check and see what is available, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I can
They
share.
have a lot of great stuff. If you're not a member of their Facebook group, you should definitely go check them out. They've got a lot of wonderful information, but it's very basic. And so I think what Donald and myself were thinking of, along with Eve, was that basic template letter. We would say, you know, you'd go to your own MLS to find a very certain information for that area. Some of that template and that information would be senior things that are going to happen in the community. Clearly, this template is going to be an overall nationwide template. We would give you a link to find something that we would give you 5 bullet points. We'd say, hey, go to your MLS and find this. Go to your local, you know, area and find free transportation for seniors. Go to, you know, your local blah, 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 and find something for seniors. And you literally just pop it in there. You can print this. You can send it via email. You could do a blog about it. You could do a YouTube channel about it. But it was just something to get a senior template together, because this market isn't being marketed to, and we're trying to find a way to market to it for all of us.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that you want to look at is the statistics in your senior communities. They want to know what their houses are selling for right now, how many houses have sold the last month, how many, you know, how long days on market, all those types of questions they want to see, and they want to see on a regular basis. And that's certainly a way to get in front of your clients on a regular basis.
The other thing that you might want to add in there is how long those people have owned their homes. One of the things that as a senior real estate agent and marketing to this demographics, and a class that we've already done, is when you go into your MLSs and you do searches, you search for people that have owned their homes for 25 years or more. You want to market to people, those would be the people that you'd market, or 20 plus years and more. Those are people that are either their kids are already out of the house and they're ready to move somewhere else, or what have you. Well, what if we started doing newsletters to those people that are 20 plus years in their house? And now we're giving them information of areas they could move to, or things that they be doing, or ways that they could help them age in place, because that seems to be the consensus, both with NAR and the NAHB, which is the National Association of Home Builders, is people want to age in place. They want help. We as real estate agents, we have something to give them, and that's information.
See, and in my community, which is a 55 plus community, it's between 5 and 8 years.
Wow.
That people move traditionally. So it really depends on, number one, where you are, where in the country you are, whether you're in the north, maybe out west. But if you're in the southeast, you're moving primarily between 5 and 8 years, which is pretty quick when you look at it, but average probably for the younger generation.
So as we're going to wrap up this wonderful conversation, Sheila, thank you. If nobody knew, Sheila was really sick and she's been in the hospital, and she came and did this class. So I love you. I thank you so much for taking the time to do this, and I hope you feel better.
Yeah, same here.
She's a total diehard educator. She really is when it comes to stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm just about giving value, really. You know, I always say take your talents and give them away because, you know, pay it forward because in the end, you know, it's going to be a value to somebody else and you don't know who you're going to teach and make a difference in their life. So.
And she definitely has in mine, I can tell you that.
And if you have
So-
any Michigan people you need help with, come see me, give me a call. I'm happy to help you Michigan people.
Call Sheila at 1-800.
I appreciate everybody joining us. And like I said, this is the Seniors Network Group, and we are here together empowering and educating the senior market. It could be anything in the 55 plus.
Yep.
You don't have to be 55 plus to be part of it.
And-
So on behalf of myself, Donald Maycott, Laura, I don't know if she's on here, right? And Debbie Gentry, we appreciate you guys coming out. Next Tuesday, we have another class, but we're not going to tell you anything. It's a little bit of a surprise. So you'll start to see, we put some information out over the next week about it, but stay tuned next Tuesday night.
Thank you so much for coming, everybody, tonight. Sheila, a special thanks to you as always.
Feel
And
better. Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you, Sheila.
until next Tuesday.
Thank you,
Great week.
Sheila.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good evening.
Bye.